Gala, ticker code Gala, is the next token I'm going to cover in this video. If you're noticing a common theme with a lot of the cryptocurrencies that are doing well recently, they're all gaming coins and they're all NFT and Metaverse tokens. And Gala seems to have the most growth behind it recently. And I really wanted to cover this. If you think about console games, who do we have? We have Activision, we have EA, we have a few of these publishers. Gala is basically trying to be a publisher of NFT avatars and all these other games. What they want to do is they want to make sure that these games are actual full-fledged games that's actually come out that doesn't look bad. And what's something to really pay attention to with gaming coins on the fundamental side of things is how can they make a great game? If they make a great game, everything else will fall in place. Having funding, having people coming to work for your company for games is a big challenge. Since launching in 2019, Gala Games has grown to 1.3 million monthly active users and 26,000 NFTs have been sold, with the most expensive piece being valued at $3 million. So this is why we're in cryptocurrency, right? We see the growth, we see the understanding of it, we can see that this is going to continue to grow, and it's evident when you look at Gala's fundamentals. The other thing I like about Gala is that they've actually got some other coins here. They've got Miranda's here. It says a fantasy role-playing game set in a massive world ruled by 5-player monarchs, which is going to be really interesting to see because I'm a big RPG fan myself. You've got Echoes of Empire is a sci-fi strategy game, a Spider Tank project, which I mean sounds pretty funny. And in terms of the tokenomics, they've got 35 billion Gala tokens. Currently there's about 7 billion in Gala in circulation, so there's a lot more Gala to go around there, something to keep in mind. But what you're seeing here is that there is just a lot of growth in this coin, and whether or not it's going to be able to do it is another thing. But again, it's just had this massive run up that I'm going to show you in the technical side of this video. So here's the game that they've actually launched. This is Townstar. You can see it definitely has a very mobile look to it in terms of its games and its design, but this is what it is at the moment. These are how the games look at the moment. Now, there's nothing wrong with the game looking like this. It's just showing you that we're still in the early phases of video game development on the blockchain side of things, but this is what they're going to look like. They're going to look like games that have this more cel-shaded, cartoony look, but the gameplay is really going to be where they have to nail it. This is a SimCity design game. 600 million people have already tried this. So again, what we're looking for is growth, forecasted growth. And this is why Gala is really excited, because if they can make one game, if this is their first game, this is what you're looking for. And also, this is something else to really pay attention to, is that this is achievable. Townstar, a game looking like this and having this is exactly what you're looking for in your game. Something that's realistic, achievable, and fun. And that's what Townstar is. What about how Gala goes against Ethereum? So again, if you're familiar with me, I like to use Codex, and I basically compare all of these coins to Ethereum value because Ethereum has just looked so unstoppable. A lot of coins just bleed out to Ethereum in terms of their return, and you can see here how much red there is. Let's have a look at where Gala is. Well, Gala is ranked number 46, and you can see it's beaten Ethereum pretty single-handedly recent. The return of over 5,000% in 1 year. So pretty impressive stuff. 7,000% year to date, 6 month, almost 2,500%, or just over, I should say. And again, you're just seeing that beat Ethereum single-handedly here. And when you see this sort of growth, I think it's too late. It's not too late, but you have to understand when a coin's having this sort of explosion, it's usually smart money that's investing this kind of money into these coins. The 7 days, Gala has only gone down compared to Ethereum value, down 13.5%. So a very, very strong coin just looking at it in the initial stages. What about the charts? Well, let's open up our chart here. This is Gala on Binance, and I like to use Binance because it has the most volume to it. But again, what you're seeing here is just an absolute insane growth going from October up until now. You're looking at over a 1,000% turn already, and you're just seeing massive. Now, if you watched my last video, I talked about how Meta Hero actually looked really good on a chart, because when we have the flash crashes, you want to see them not get hit that hard. But if you look at Gala, yes, we did hit our 50% zone, but look at that. We bounced perfectly off it. Look at that. Tested, came back, and we're already setting above higher areas now. So what we're seeing with Gala is basically we've come down, we've hit, we've tested, and now I anticipate us to have more accumulation before we get ready for the next run up. We hit massively on the RSI. This is why I said to you, it's not uncommon for cryptocurrencies not to hit above 90 on the RSI. But again, when we start to see cryptos hit 90 on the RSI, it should be a big indicator to you. I'm not going to invest in this coin because you just can't. When it's 90 on the RSI, it's usually not too long after that you start to get the dip, and that's exactly what happened here. And these are my buy points, right? I love this fib tool, this Michael Pizzino fib tool, because it basically just tells me right there, 50%. So I'm going to buy Gala at 45.6%. Now, maybe you want to just round that up to 45.7 cents and just scoop it up. And again, if you took it already, you'd be up already at least 10%. This is what you're looking for. You're looking at buying coins at a good price. So when the market turns turns on you, we would most likely test somewhere here, somewhere in it. It's not going to go against you too bad. But when you start FOMOing into these coins and it turns against you, you've just taken a massive, massive hit. So something to pay attention for. And this is what you're looking for. Test multiple times, right? These are what the good coins do. They test and they bounce back up. They test and they come back up. And the bad coins, they keep breaking down. And I showed an example of that in my last video when I talked about Serum and ADA, how they just look like they're breaking down completely, or they're all the way here. You don't want that. You want coins that have pushback immediately and above the 50% mark. If you look at our medium 50% zone, you can see we're almost pretty much testing it beautifully now. If we can slice right past this, this would be a very bullish sign as well for Gala. But again, I see no problems with Gala because it just looks so nice, especially when other alts are bleeding from what the flash crash that happened on the weekend. What about price predictions? Where can Gala go in price predictions? Well, I like to use this RSI tool because we know that coins like to hit their 70%, and it's not an unrealistic target to see coins hit 70 on the RSI. So what does 70 on the RSI mean? It's basically at 70 cents, 77 cents. So that gets you to about a 55% profit initially. Now, if things go crazy and we get to 80 on the RSI, well, let's have a look. Let's put 80 on the RSI and find out. 80 on the RSI gets us to $1.16, which gets us to 129% return. And if things go really crazy, again, it's not uncommon for cryptos to hit 90 on the RSI. If we go 90 on the RSI, we're talking a 370% increase from where it currently is. So Gala has a lot of room left in it. I can definitely see this crypto climbing up the ranks, taking a bit of a breather now. We've had the pullback, excellent time to buy at the moment. As far as stop losses go, again, I'm not a financial advisor, but please do make sure that you're not investing money you cannot lose in this market because it can turn against you pretty quickly. So I'll give you some stop losses, but please, if you need financial help, see a financial person who's going to help you out with your current situation. But as far as stop losses go, our average 2 range indicators telling us about 10 cents is what we're willing to sacrifice. So that would take us to about 40 cents, which would take us to about this blue horizontal line here, which would be about 40 cents. Or if you want to just play it a bit more safe, you can give it a bit of a buffer and maybe put it to about, 32, 35 cents ish. Kind of just play around with where you want to do. But this is again a personal decision. Where do you want to go with your stop losses? How low do you want them to be? Maybe you just want to keep rising them with it. But the thing with crypto is that it can turn at any point. So using time frames and saying I'm giving it a week to do this or a 2 weeks, don't try and play around too much with time frames because crypto is very hard to predict with time frames. Have your initial profit targets ready. I've given you some profit targets. I've given you some stop losses. These tools help you decide on whether or not Gala is a buy and how you should proceed with this coin. But again, it just looks really, really strong. It's a very strong performer at the moment, and I see that there's a lot of hope for this coin. So that's going to do it for this video. This is one of the cryptos I really like and will definitely be picking some up myself. Until then, I will see you on the next video.